Hello my fellow commanders, Ed here, and in this video we're just going to do a short tutorial guide on fuel scooping in Elite Dangerous. I've decided to do this in a Sidewinder. I think most people starting out the game will be in a Sidewinder and will be looking to learn how to fuel scoop in this ship. You have to fit the module first to your ship. On the bottom of the internal compartments selection is where I've chosen to fit it, and as you can see I'm just sort of scrolling through a few of the different fuel scoops that you can get. It's very simple really. The more expensive the fuel scoop, the more fuel it can scoop per second, and probably the more power that it's going to draw as well. So let's cut to the action and show you how to use the module against a star. Now, not all stars are scoopable from. The stars that you can scoop from are A, B, F, G, K, M and O rated stars. None of the others you can actually scoop from, and I've noticed on the Wikia of Elite Dangerous they've put a little phrase to remember it by, which is "Oh be a fine girl, kiss me," or KGB foam, so you can use one of those to remember which stars you can scoop from. So if you notice on the bottom right of my UI display there, you can see the fuel being displayed. Now there's two different readings there, one which is kind of your main tank, which is the ones with the little lines through it, and the other one which is kind of your reserve tank, which is there as a kind of backup. Unfortunately they don't give us a kind of reading of exactly how much fuel you've got, which I think would be nice if they included that in future development, just so you could know exactly how much fuel you've got and how far you can travel with it. So now to the fuel scooping itself. So you jump to a system. I always put my throttle right down to start with so that you don't get too close to the sun, and start moving towards it slowly. I try and keep the kind of horizon of the sun with the bottom of the ship panels there, if you can see that. Now the mini game that you're playing is against heat intake and fuel intake. So obviously the hotter you get, you're going to start burning your ship up, and you don't want that. When the dashboard starts to smoke and your hull integrity actually goes down, that is a bad sign. So as you can see, I'm kind of toying with it here. I'm getting to 92%, which is far too hot. I want to start moving away from the sun a little bit and trying to get that temperature down. Ideally I'm looking for somewhere between about sort of 60 to 70% heat, and trying to max out my fuel intake. Now the great thing is, once you've found that kind of sweet spot, you can throttle down and just sit there and soak up the fuel until your tank is full, or you've got enough fuel that you need to make it for the next few jumps. Now another thing I'd like to say on fuel is fuel adds weight to your ship, and this can affect your jump range. So you might have been in a system and looking at a faraway system that you want to jump to, then decide to go and scoop up some fuel and then not be able to make that jump anymore because the fuel has increased the weight of your ship, and therefore you can't make that long distance jump anymore. So that's just something to be aware of. But that is basically it for fuel scooping, and once you're done, move away from the sun. Obviously you don't want to go towards it because you'll burn up. Slowly arc up and then burn away and throttle up, and you would have soaked up a nice amount of fuel for free and not having to purchase it at a station. So I hope you found this video useful. If you've been playing Elite for a while, I think it's nothing that you don't already know, but it's kind of made for a little bit more of the new players coming in. I'm looking at doing a lot more tutorials and guides for little bits within the game, so if it's something you're interested in, please give a like and subscribe for some more videos, and till next time, fly wonky.